Hello, I am back with another thrifting video for end of summer thrifts that I have found this month. And I don't know about you, but I think the stress of impending school year is getting to me a little bit, as much as I don't want to let it. But so what am I going to do today? I'm just going to make a thrifting video because apparently I have time for that. Haha. But yeah, so I'm going to get into it. I went to a thrift store this month that I had not been to, and they were having a 50% off moving sale. So here's some of the things I found there. I found a little hanging basket. Thought this was really cute. Really solid still, and it was $9.99 originally, but half off, so $5. I didn't think that was bad. Thought it was cute. And then at the same shop, I found a wooden die. I thought this was just kind of interesting. And originally $7.99, but half off, so like about $4. Just thought that was kind of cool. I really like wood, brass, stuff like that. I don't know, crystal. So copper, those are some of my favorite materials. Same shop, I found a crystal little dish. I guess it's called a nappy dish. I don't know, like for little, back in the day, little olives or little bits of food would go in these. I had to Google what it was, because I did Google lens it, and to find out if it was really crystal, and it is. So I've read that you can tell the difference between glass and crystal by the sound it makes, like when you tap it. So crystal is supposed to make like a higher pitched ding, and I don't know if I've quite got it yet, but yeah, I just thought that was pretty. I plan to use it to put under a plant probably, or I guess I could use it for a candle. But I'm really into putting the plants on top of the glass or crystal containers as a water catcher, I guess. All right, same shop. I got this is kind of weird, but it's a massager oak. It was $6.99 originally, so about $3.50. But I just thought it was kind of cool with I don't know, it's old school, right? Is it weird to buy somebody else's massager? I don't know, but it's kind of, yeah. But we did try it going up and down the spine on my family members, and everybody thought it felt really nice. It's solid, so I don't know. I thought it was cool. I got it. Same shop, I got some knitting needles. So I do not knit at all or anything like that, but I do like the ASMR hair parting videos. It's kind of like massage type stuff, and I would like to try this on my daughters. I know they're gonna think it's fabulous because they like it when I play with their hair. So if you haven't seen that, if you know, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Knitting needles, yeah. So they're, I don't know, they're like copper, or I don't know, maybe not. They're pretty. So yeah, I've always wanted some. Now I have some. All right. So same shop. I did find several clothing items. This was one of probably my favorite clothing thrifts recently. It is a Foxcroft button-up lemon shirt. It's got some little pockets. It was brand new, and I think this is kind of a better or nicer brand. I don't know. I just thought it was really pretty. So I don't have a lot of button-ups, so I'm excited to wear my lemon shirt. And I don't know, I actually didn't look at the price till I was ready to check out, and it was $20 or something crazy for a thrift store, but it was on sale for 10, and I liked it. I got it. So I think that from that shop, that was most of what I got. Oh wait, no, there's a couple more things. So I found a cute frame. So 50% off again. I really liked the light blue. I don't know if you can tell that's light blue. It has a little pressed flower inside, and I thought it would be perfect for, and my favorite kind of hook, the easy ones, right? I thought it'd be perfect for a family picture or mom and dad picture, and then kids, right? I even thought about doing a photo shoot of old time, like you get at the fair, black and white or sepia or whatever it is. I don't know, but I think this is really cool. It was originally, where's the price? I don't know. Oh, I'm not sure how much it was, but it wasn't expensive. It was half off at that same shop. And then at the same place, I've always kind of wanted one of these. I've seen them on other thrifters videos. It is a spoon rack. It was $9.99, but half off, so $5. And I've seen people do really cool stuff with these. Like, for example, they'll get a bunch of little flowers and put them in, like as a little flower hanger. Or, you know, you could string photographs, or I don't know. This is gonna go in kind of like my thrifting project box. Like, I have some things that I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with them yet, but I know I'm gonna do something cool with them, and it will come to me when it does. So I love the little old time hanger too. So I got one of my thrifting wish list items. I had a list, and that was something that was on it. All right, so when I was at that shop, the guy was interesting. He's very talkative. And he was mentioning that he owned another shop up the road, which I had not been to, mainly because there's a hearse in front. Like, it's called, I don't know, it's like a more of an antique shop than a thrift shop. But the hearse was like, that's just not my thing. So I've not gone in there. But yeah, it was like a labyrinth inside of so much stuff. And they're in the process of moving that one too. So everything was 50% off, but it was more like antique store prices. So I'll show you, I got a couple things, but they're not, the prices weren't as good just because that shop is not so much geared toward thrifting. But I have wanted an egg plate for a long time. And so I found this. It is milk glass, and it has a gold rim. I know the lighting's not great right now. It's a little worn on the gold, but I still thought it was cool. It was originally $25, so it was like half of that, $12.50 or whatever. Yeah, so every now and then I'll buy something at an antique shop within reason, and I figure I'm supporting local business. So the other cool thing I found, I have one of my wish list items on my thrifting wish list has been a mug tree. I was kind of looking for wood, but I saw this copper, and I thought that was really interesting. I was more interested in the tree than the mugs, but it all came together, and they do go with my blue and white aesthetic that I got going on. And let's see if I can do this without tipping them off. It has like a little, the top is pretty, and $14.98 for the whole thing. So, you know, not bad, more than I would normally pay at a thrift store, but I'm excited about this. So yeah. Check. Okay, so that's kind of what I found at that shop. Another shop that is local to me. I've always wanted a pair of these. I found some. They're brand new. They've not been worn. I just think they're super cute little sandals. $8.99, but you know, haven't been worn, so I was willing to pay that. So yeah, shoes. I found an elephant planter. I'm kind of into the planters right now, and I just thought it was cute. It was $4.99, so it'll probably go on my back porch. But when my daughter was little, that was her special animal, was elephants, so I kind of had like a soft spot in my heart for anything with elephants. And they're just cute, right? Have you seen the baby elephant videos online? They're like the cutest. Okay, at that same shop, I've seen this a couple times that I've been there, and it didn't have a price, so I didn't pursue it, but I had to ask last time. I just thought it was really pretty. It's this wreath. I love the color of the like peachy, it's like peaches and cream, right? Flowers, and it was $3.99. Sometimes if it doesn't have a price, they'll name some like crazy low price at the register. That's happened to me several times, and I think it's definitely worth $3.99. It's a very pretty wreath. So, yep, got it. This is probably one of the more expensive things I've purchased recently. Don't worry, not breakable. But it was large, so I went for it. And it's supposed to be, I think it's like a fireplace screen. And it has little like votive holders, but that's not what I'm getting it for. I want it for like a garden trellis, right? Like in a garden bed, or just as like garden art. And it was $12.99, so again, like more expensive, but a large piece. And I'll show you something else I found later, but I found this little garden rake, and I thought also what I could do with this is use it as like garden tool storage, right? I don't know. Is that a good idea? I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Again, it could be a project, and sometimes you'll just like have some amazing idea that comes to you later. I don't know if I got ripped off on this one though, guys. $2.99, but I'm like, is this from the dollar store? Because if it was, I got ripped off. But I don't think it actually is, and it's new, it hasn't been used, so it's kind of like a navy blue and white, which you know I'm into right now. So yeah, garden trellis and garden rake. All right. Then let's see. I found this little, this is very, I think, I'm shocked I haven't broken this yet, but it's a little copper oil lamp. And the reason is this part comes off, and then this glass piece is like, comes out of here very easily. And I'm not gonna actually light it or anything, but I just thought it was really cool, right? So I'm, like I said, I'm into the copper. Thought it was very cute. $3.99 for the little lamp. And then I found for my classroom apple hooks. I always need something to hang my, you know, my coats on and purses and things. $3.99. I thought it was cute. Apple hooks. And of course, my daughter has found several squishmallows this month. These were not bad, $2.99. Looks brand new, it needs to be washed. She's found some other ones too, but I'm not gonna show all of them. This one looks like a little, like, iced coffee or something. $3.49 for this little guy. And an Easter one, $3.99. Those are not bad squishmallow prices because they can be a lot more at thrift stores. Okay, what did I drop? You really want to know. This is one of the more expensive things I found, but I thought it was pretty. It's a hand-painted tray, and kind of has like that Bavarian look to it, or German look. $7.99. I was willing to pay that just because I thought it was really pretty. Yeah. And then a tiny basket. I thought it would be cute for putting a plant in. It was 99 cents. What else? Okay, so I found, let me move some things around here. Okay, this is supposed to be like a napkin holder, but I've seen these used to hold cutting boards up on your counter. Like you slide the cutting board in, and I thought that was a great idea. It's really cute. I tried it. This was $1.99, so cutting board holder. And then I've been looking for items, little containers to put, you know how you have small things in your medicine cabinet and they will tip over? So I've been looking for some little containers for that. I'm gonna just show you. So I found these two. They're like, I don't know what they were for. They have a hole in the bottom, but they were 99 cents each. And I just thought this was perfect because you can fit like little, I could fit like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 little things in here, and they stay like nice and neat in your medicine cabinet, right? So, and there's so many small containers you can find for stuff like that. And so I've been looking for my medicine cabinet and my daughter's, and I also found this one. This one was actually from Goodwill, $1.99. And I really like that green blue glass. It's got like a little leaf decoration on it. Yeah, but like, right? You put like the cotton balls inside, or you could take them out and put it in. I probably will, just so I can get rid of the plastic, but yeah, like, and then it's all organized. I love containers. So I will always grab one, because even if I'm not sure right away what I'm going to use it for, I will figure it out. And speaking of that, I got 2 more. These are also like, they're going to be for my daughter, like for mascaras or whatever, right? You just set them in there. They'll fit right in the medicine cabinet. This one is actually, it was 99 cents. I looked it up. It's on like replacements.com for a lot more, like quite a bit of money. So I was surprised at that. But again, that's not why I buy stuff, so I don't really care. But it is nice to know, like, I got a good deal. $1.99 for this one. Just a little picture will be cute, just sitting in there. You could put Q-tips in it or whatever. So I'm kind of, yeah, I've been looking for the containers. I found an adorable Mickey person. He was 49 cents. And we just went to Disney and he looks like my son. And so I got him for my son. You know, I got my mug collection going on. Speaking of which, if you watched my video where I found the really cool shelf, like that old mug rack and plate rack, I'm gonna post a picture of how it is looking in my house. But yeah, this will go on there in my collection of blue and white mugs. So pretty. It does have a little bit of gold around the rim, so probably not microwavable. I have a couple like that. I found this dish that I plan to use for like setting a lotion and soap on top of, like by my kitchen sink, and it was $1.39. I looked this up again on replacements and it's worth quite a bit of money, like quite a bit of money. So I just thought it was some dinky little, you know, probably like it's like the bottom of a butter dish or maybe a gravy boat or something, but yeah, super cute and actually worth something. All right, and then I've been looking for baskets and containers to put underneath my kitchen or my bathroom sinks to kind of collect things. And I really like this because it was square, so it will slide in nicely. This was $4.99. I even think, like, you know, if you don't want this, you could just like chop it with like a pair of garden shears. So yeah, you can get, I mean, containers are expensive brand new, right? And you can find so much great stuff that is not expensive. All right, then speaking of containers, I found this one, same store. It was $1.99 for this. It will probably also go under a like bathroom sink, or maybe you could put towels in it. $1.99 for this. It's like super solid. I think it like collapses too, but yeah. So that one, making sure I got everything. Let's see. Oh, some things are hiding. I found this. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I really like the checkerboard, and it's like a little wooden tray. I've used it actually to have snacks in bed. I put a plate on top of like cheese and meat, and we were having a glass of wine and reading. And my daughter found this at Goodwill for her room. She liked it. It was $9.99, but it's a big heart, quite large shelf, and it has like some minor, I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, honestly, I could just like bend it back in right now and like fix it. It's not noticeable, but I thought that was cute. Also at Goodwill, I was not sure if I wanted to get this, but I did. $4.99. It is a gold frame picture of some Victorian ladies. It's got like a mint around the edge, and it looks like it's from, I don't know, like a magazine maybe, The Delineator, August 1905. I don't know if that's like, if this is vintage or a, you know, replication, but I don't know. I really like that era. It's very romantic with the dresses and the parties and all the things. The little nappy dishes of crystal. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It might go in my closet. I feel like, you know, it's a picture of clothing. Could go in my closet. There's my little flower I used earlier, bud vase, 99 cents. It's pottery. Thought that was cute. And then I got, this was also, where was this from? I don't remember. It was not from Goodwill. $5.99, probably too much, but it's a nice glass dish. It's got the blue flowers. It is Pioneer Woman, and apparently, like, Pioneer Woman gets a bad rap at thrift stores because people see her stuff and they think it's like an antique or vintage because she likes that look, right? And then they find out it's not, so they're like, duped again by Pioneer Woman. But I don't know, I've gotten several of her pieces, and I don't know, I like them. I don't care if they're vintage. So a couple more finds. $2.99 for this little brass bud vase. I thought that was very cute. It's got a nice distressing there. And I got this at Goodwill for my apple display, which is coming up for September, right? For back to school. $3.99. This is a little I guess it's like a votive dish or container. see if I can get the tape off. And it actually did come with a like flameless candle inside. My daughter wanted that for a little project she was doing, so I gave it to her, but it's got a gold leaf on top. And I looked this one up on Google Lens, and it was actually worth something as well. So again, I'm more interested if I got a good deal rather than like I don't resell or anything like that. But okay, I was at Goodwill and I went through like a bin they just brought out, and I really loved this. It was $7.99, a little bit more, but it is like a vintage plant holder or bowl of some sort. I love the bow. The bows are really like a thing right now, aren't they? But this is gonna be a plant holder for me, but oh, gosh, I love this. I think this is so cool. So it's got a lot of neat details. And then at Goodwill, I found this lantern. I thought this would be great for Halloween or like on the back porch. It's a candle holder, $5.99, and it's very like solid. I mean, it's a really nicely made piece. So yeah. And I also found, this is one of my last items. A duck at Goodwill. It's a duck planter. It looks, I'm pretty sure it's fairly old. $6.99. I don't know. This would be good for fall or maybe in my son's room, or I don't know, but I'm gonna put a plant in there. Maybe a little cascading viney plant. But I thought this duck was cute. It's glazed black. And then just another little vase. I thought it was pretty fall colors. I like the little swirl, $2.99. So yeah, that's kind of what I found in the last month or so. And yeah, I'm sure my thrifting will slow down now that, you know, the back to school schedule starts and everything gets busier, but I'm sure I will be back on here before you know. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.